Herbal is Viola. We're going to just answer subscribers' questions. I know you guys was asking me about my cup. Yes, before we get started answering you guys' questions, today we're doing chamomile tea. The only reason why we're doing chamomile tea because, I keep saying, yeah, I need to rest. But really, some of you guys just need to wake up. I look. Truth is, some of you guys need to wake up. Well, anyway, chamomile tea, it helps with stomach aches. It definitely helps with cramps. Like if you have spasms, it's great for that. And women, we suffer from menstrual cramps. Great thing. Yes, it relaxes your nerves. It does help you sleep, so it's like a sleep aid. And of course, it is a diuretic, so don't drink too much. I know you're like, Viola, you always buy drinking tea with diuretic. So enough about the tea. I just want to get on into it. And I wrote some notes down, so things are just tugging in my heart. Yeah, I was asking me about my mug. Okay, so I'm going to let you read exactly what the mug say. I ain't gonna read it, but so I woke up with a different spiritual aspect because you know y'all already know we're being lied to. Come on. I'm not gonna get on to lies because look, this is YouTube. You can't say certain things. I say more on my podcast, but yeah, my heart's a little heavy today because of the demic is still going on. All this other stuff is changing. We do want you guys to, take heed of, getting stocking up on food, stocking up on water. Um, just next couple of days, you already see they stormed the well, all that news. We just gotta, keep meditating. Keep meditating. December 21st was very important. Keep meditating. Things can shift, things can still change. But I woke up, y'all. Look, as going through society, you seeing all this thing with, oh, just talking about me. Growing up, I was asleep. I let other other things influence me to where you do have low self-esteem, to where you think the grass is green on the other side. It's not, because at the end of the day, it's family and loving your family, and the wealthiest person is the one that has family that loves them. So just want to put it out that way and realize that the power is within you. The answers are always inside. The answers are always inside. So I just want to make sure I put that out there, and that's why I woke up. So just want to make sure I answer that subscriber question. Okay, so another subscriber wanted to talk about muscle mass. Look, yes, you do lose muscle mass, but it's what you're doing, what you're eating. It's the same thing. Yes, you do lose muscle mass. That's why it's best for you to tone. Look, your body, your muscles go through so much. Look, when you don't eat and you thinking your body is storing muscle, when you're sitting there, well, how can I put this? Just know when you do not eat, and I ain't talking about if you sick or cold, that's totally different. But with your body will store fat. Your body will store fat, then what it'll do, it'll be eating the muscle. So I just want to just put that out there. So the best thing you want to do is make sure you tone. That's why it's best for us to keep exercising. That's why I was saying I'd be doing planks, and yeah, I do them 3 times a day, and I hold it for a minute because I want to make sure I strengthen my core. So I just try to strengthen my core because, the larger you get, and this is true, if you're not toning and if you're not working those muscles, and there's a certain way you do weights. You can go in there and pull bands and do a list, but if you're just doing it all willy-nilly, you're not going to get the benefit. So you got to make sure you're doing a proper exercise, the proper way of pulling those bands up. First you got to stretch. I always talk about stretching and stay hydrated, so just make sure you do that. And then you'll see how your muscle mass will increase. Okay, so about the muscle mass, let's just be real. Studies already shown you are stronger as a vegetarian or a vegan versus if you're a meat eater. Now, they already got studies that shows that. They already got people that's stronger, toner, leaner. So I'll just leave it there. I'm not going to get all into it, but you already know herbs. You already know these herbal supplements are a key. You already know fruits and vegetables are key. So if you want great muscle mass, incorporate more fruits and vegetables. Incorporate that. So That's why I want to make sure that you know um, how to get better muscle mass, because eating so much carbohydrates, and look, all carbs aren't bad, but I just want to just make sure I clear that up. But the secret is in you got to get out there and move around. You can't sit still. You know, you got to tone, you got to work each body. And the best way is swimming. Best way, you work every muscle. You work every muscle swimming. You know, you work muscles that you haven't worked before. And I know I actually have a ball. So I actually have a ball that I actually sit on and work out. So I use bands because, you know, I messed up my joints. I ate a lot of inflammation causing foods, and that's pretty much what happened. So to keep my muscle mass, keep myself toned in shape, I walk. I do exactly what I say. I drink all my water. I make sure that I eat a lot of leafy green vegetables, my fruits. You know, I stay away from, you know, so much carbs, and I just work the different parts of muscle out. Yeah, I jog in place to get myself warmed up. I stretch, and I just do what I have to do. What the military taught me is to make sure that I keep moving and I incorporate the exercise. That's in my daily routine. Look, your futures and your daily routine. Oh my goodness, Jorge, I'm listening. Your routine is very important. But you guys, I just want to make sure that, you know, I really sit there and hit home with you far as about your muscle mass. So another, yeah, I'm going to go through it real quick. Another subscriber wanted to know why I keep talking about getting your apothecary together. And, you know, if my aunt has hers, but I believe, this is just me, I believe each and every family should have their apothecary. You know, just think you can make your own herbal medicine. Yes, that's what I said, your own herbal medicine. Everybody think that's for witch doctors and voodoo and all that. But y'all need to understand what you're saying, because sometimes you say things that you're totally wrong. Totally wrong. That's just something that you was taught way back to scare you. It's not anything scary. And no, I'm not going to get all into that, but I just want to make sure that I clarify that, because some things that scare you is being shown to you for a reason. So that's why it's best to talk to your elders, get the wisdom. That's why we should be passing. That's why it's always great to have family dinners, you know, sit down and eat dinners, because you get the stories, you get to hear what grandma did. You see, you hear about your mom, then you have a better relationship with your mom, better relationship with your dad. You're back to the nucleus of the family. Yes, I know I can go on and on, but I don't want to make this video long. But that's the main reason why it's good to understand and get the wisdom, so we can pass the truth and pass the knowledge down to our generation. Okay, so I think we should just be more self-sufficient. They got like these arrow gardens where, you know, and they show you, because if you notice, it's best to, especially if you know, if you eat a lot of cabbage, spinach, it's good to grow your own. You know, it's less going to the grocery store, and that's what we do back in the old days. It's just being more self-sufficient. That's all. You know, because sometimes you hear all this. Come on, I know you're tired of hearing, oh, this got this chemical, that's got that chemical. And whether you could grow your own, you got less worrying about what chemical and what this, because you know what you did and you knew how you grew it. So I just want to make sure that I knocked out that question. Um, I know I just want to drive this home. I know when I was a child, you know, I cooked the same way that I was taught. So, and I realized where I went wrong with my body. Just want to make sure I put that out there. Because people actually believe that, you know, they keep saying things are hereditary. They keep saying that you're already pre-exposed or preconditioned, or however you say it. Look, I'm not a, you know, doctor. You know, I'm just a herbalist. I'm teaching you about herbs. That's why I keep saying how about your apothecary. But what you got to understand is, you know, just I just want you to look at this slide. Now, is depicting, you know, we give nutrients to our children. Yes, mothers, we give nutrients. So If we giving our bodies nutrients, what are we giving them? I ate whatever, whatever I craved. And what y'all don't understand, when y'all crave something, your body's actually telling you that you're deficient. And we don't think about that. Oh, let me just get a pickle and stick it in some ice cream with some ketchup and mustard and add a lot of that regular salt and don't realize, what we're actually doing. Um, it's critical that you know that that's the main reason why you need to take that prenatal vitamin. And just think that it's nothing but herbs. So it's nothing but herbs. So that should be a key to you that we need to change. Because y'all know the baby in there, you be like all sick and nauseous. The baby be in there wiggling in that. I'm being silly now. The baby wiggling the umbilical cord saying, "What's this? I don't want that." Be knocking around, playing with it. And I'm just clowning because I'm a little emotional. A lot of things you cannot say because I want to continue being on this platform. I want to continue sharing, what I have, my knowledge, answering the questions. So I just want to, let you guys know that. So if you feed the child whatever, what do you think you're doing? What do you think you're creating? How you think you're creating their brains, their lungs, their hearts? What do you think you're actually doing? So you're actually creating, or you can be embedding in their DNA. So when they have children, because y'all notice how things skip a generation. Like right now, I don't have high blood pressure or diabetes, but you already hear about your pre-diabetic. But okay, so my mother has that. So to skip me, but my daughter has high blood pressure. So you guys got to think about that. If I cooked the same and ate the same and kept doing it, that happened to my child. So with me changing, with me changing, because as soon as my daughter was diagnosed with high blood pressure, with high cholesterol, I changed the way I cook. I changed, I increased garlic. Yes, it's a secret. Garlic is powerful. Look, y'all, we're not going there, but y'all know garlic is powerful. But if we eat the same, we're going to get the same. You're going to end up with cancer. You're going to end up with diabetes. You're going to end up with all this. And first, if you just correct the leaky gut, because a poor diet, ugh, especially we could just think we can eat anything. Yeah, I think if it's in a box or it's good, it's quick, we can eat it. Okay. Yeah, I better watch. My video is about watching. You watch and you see things and you understand. So I just want to make sure that I drive home with that. So if you're eating the inflammation causing foods, y'all know what inflammation does. It hurts your joints. So if you keep eating that, you're hurting your joints. You actually want gout. You actually want all this itis. You actually want it. I'm just gonna be honest. I'm just being honest. You want to lose your organs. So it's best that you just incorporate. That's what we want to do. Get your apothecary, get your own medical, you get your own, create your own, medicines. There's so many books out there. There's so many books out there teaching you how to do something with a fever, do something with an infection. You already see, I talked to you about the infection. The fire cider, all right? It ain't just me. Go on YouTube. You're going to see all Europeans talking about the fire cider and how they store it up and make sure their family has it. So look, I'm just sharing the love with you guys. Just sharing the love with you guys. So I'm gonna go back to my notes because I want to make sure I drive home with everything right now. So it was the better way of putting this. I was conditioned. We are conditioned to follow what our parents taught us because it's what they learned. So being conditioned, but you already know as a child, we are programmed. Just go ahead and say we're programmed, meaning we learn things from, our mother, our father. That's just being programmed. But it's up to us when we get a certain age, like an adult, like 18, you make your own. You go in there and fix it. If you don't like somebody say, okay, how your mom say, look, you gonna eat them black eyed peas? And you like, I hate black eyed peas. But as you get older and get adults, man, I love black eyed peas. I just want to leave it there. I know I'm talking about black eyed peas, but you guys need to put whatever lie or whatever you was taught as a child that change. Put your own, twist in there. Yeah, I know I really want to say other things, but I'm just going to leave it like that. So, but this is good. It's like avocado or mushrooms. I wouldn't eat that as a child. Now I love it. But what about the opposite? What about the truth that you was told in your family that it was a lie, and then you find out now the truth? You know? I did want to say this. I know I always be telling y'all to listen to your body. But my question to you, are you really listening to the videos? Are you really watching the videos? Because the messages are there. You know, we try to teach you how to put, a headache thing together. Like I'm telling you about these different teas, without sugar. Because look, there's salt and sugar in everything. Yeah, I be like, ugh, y'all don't realize it. And all our foods is sugar and salt that goes to your brain. And you're like, oh, I'm in heaven. This is good. No. Yeah, I be thinking me eating bland is bad. Nope. Your tongue actually changes. Your tongue actually changes. You're actually uh, rewiring your body to knowing that it actually has a good flavor. It actually tastes, pretty good because your body changes. All you're doing is rewiring. You need to reprogram your brain and back up on that sugar and salt. Because even a candy bar, you know, y'all be thinking them fries that y'all be eating out there in the fast food world, it's not sugar and salt. So, don't want my video to get banned because, so you're saying too much. But I just want you to, I want to know if you're listening. Are you really listening? Are you really, saying, are we too late with our bodies? There's other words I want to say. No, but no, you're not too late. All I can say is you're not too late, but okay. So just, put the comments down below. I always, I always miss telling y'all to subscribe, but happy Tuesday, family.